this is an invasive Japanese honeysuckle vine, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it is. Here is another invasive honeysuckle vine. At least I'm pretty sure it's what it is. It is coming from this stem down here. And I'm not sure where that's coming from, because the fence post, or the fence picket's right here. But I'm going to try to get it out. It looks like this is another stem. You can follow it all the way through the arborvitae. So I've got to pull all this out. And here's a bunch of the branches you can see here. And I don't know what this is. Can you see that? It's like these little bitty seed pods. I don't know what they are, but it's on a vine. So hopefully it's not poison ivy. It is a hairy vine. So we'll see. I don't know what poison ivy seed pods look like. It's right next to the Virginia creeper vine though. See, I have Virginia creeper right there. And that's probably another invasive honeysuckle down there. So we'll just work our way down, I guess. Here you can see the clump base, and you can see this was vining all the way over this way, all through my garden bed. I have a privet in there too. But I'm going to throw this in the trash so that it doesn't spread, because it has roots along the vine. You know how vines can be. So this is going straight in the trash. This is Virginia creeper. This is a native. This is a good vine for wildlife. It might mess up my fence though, but for now it's fine. See how it does leave these little marks on the fence? I pulled some of it off, I left some of it, but here's an aster. It's really hard to show this. Ugh, there's a branch in my face, but it's really hard to show this, but this is an aster. Definitely don't want to hurt this aster. I know it doesn't look like much, but you can really tell it's an aster down here at the base. See those leaves? It's an aster. Oh, here we go. This will show you. These are the toothed leaves of the aster right here. Yeah, we don't want to mess with the asters. There's another vine here. I'm not really sure what it is. It might be the invasive honeysuckle vine, but it kind of looks different. I don't know, it kind of looks like crossvine, but I didn't plant a crossvine here. So I'm not really sure what that is. It does look like we have some, I don't know, maybe this is the same thing. I have some, it looks like winter creeper. I don't know. I could be wrong. It looks like winter creeper to me. This is definitely not crossvine. I can tell now that I'm looking at it up close. So I'm going to pull this out because I'm pretty sure this is also an invasive, but I'm going to try not to harm this aster in the process. So we'll see how that goes. And hopefully I don't get any poison ivy doing any of this, because even though it's dormant, you can still get poison ivy from the stems, and I think there's poison ivy here somewhere. But wish me luck. In this area we have ebony spleenwort, May apples in the basket there, columbine over there, And the weeds I'm pulling are these, oh, I think is henbit. I get henbit, creeping Charlie, chicory, I think is what, no, chickweed, sorry. Chickweed, I think is what it's called, and creeping, what did I say? I said creeping Charlie already. Anyway, I get henbit, creeping Charlie, chickweed, and I think it's the non-native chickweed, I think. And I get speedwell, and then I get a little teeny tiny plant that has little teeny tiny flowers that are pink. I forget what that one's called, but that's a weed too, unfortunately. Even though it's a cute plant, it's apparently a weed, not native. So I'm pulling these out right now because I want this area to be a really good little garden bed under this cherry tree. I have a black cherry tree right here, and I want this to be a good garden for like woodland plants, because this tree is growing and it's starting to cast some shade. Hopefully it's starting to cast enough shade for these things that I have here. The ebony spleenwort supposedly can handle more sun than a lot of other ferns. Oh, here's that other weed. I forget what it's called, but let's see if I can zoom in on it. Let's see. It's good. Almost succulent looking, but it's not a native one. It's not a native stone crop, but it kind of looks like stone crop. It's super tiny, and it gets tiny little pink flowers. That's a weed. So that's what I'm doing right now. And the only thing is I also have these, and I don't know if this is my Carolina cranesbill that volunteers every year or if this is a weed. So I've been keeping some of it and pulling a lot of it just because it's mixed in with the weeds. So we'll see. And I think this is a silver maple seed. Could be box elder maple, but I think it's silver maple. So I don't want those to grow in here either. Even though that's native. I don't want it to grow this close to the cherry tree. So, oh, and this is hairy bittercress. It's kind of hard to see in the light right now. It's pretty sunny, but here you go. That's hairy bittercress. It's a weed as well. It's not native. I don't think it's native. Pretty sure it's a non-native weed. But it gets like little white flowers. So yeah, I'm basically just moving the leaves temporarily, weeding, and then putting the leaves back. Here's a photo of frostweed in my hair, because when I was pulling weeds, frostweed just fell in my hair. And then the next few pictures are going to be of what we did the other day. We tackled the edges. We created new edges, pulled a lot of weeds out. And the reason that we're doing this now is, number one, it's cool outside, and it's actually been seasonally warm. So it's felt like spring, and I want to get areas prepared for new plants. If all my winter sowing and my indoor plants and my stratified fridge plants, if all of that does well, or even if half of that does well, I'm going to need places to put things. And since I very last minute decided to create a new bed last year, and I put these plums over here because they weren't doing well in the backyard, I didn't actually plan to make a new bed, but here we are, so there's going to be another new bed again, probably too soon. But I had to move the plums if they were going to survive, so I did. And so I've been pulling weeds, and my husband's been helping me a ton. Like on Sunday, he did such a great job helping me, and it's been a lot of work, but I'm hopeful that something will grow. We also planted some seeds out here that were already outside all winter long, so maybe they'll grow. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. You all requested it and it's finally here. Reduce Your Lawn shirts are now available in my brand new merch shop. Thanks so much for supporting the wildlife habitat we're creating. To support the channel, like the video, comment, and subscribe. You can also support my work by buying art from me at macylou.com. Thanks for watching!